All right, folks, today we're rolling out with the British FV4005, yes. That tank destroyer with a turret that looks like someone slapped a garden shed on a hull and gave it a 183mm gun. We're about to witness a world record 13,500 damage game on Murovanka, played on May 19, 2023. And get this, no one has managed to break this record ever since Buckle Up. This one's going to be wild. This match is a masterpiece of patience and precision. Scoring 13.5k damage in a single battle is already mind-blowing, but doing it with a vehicle that has a turret made of paper. That's next-level daring. Since that May 19th game, nobody, and I mean nobody, has been able to top this damage in an FV4005. It's like the world collectively said, yeah, nah, we're good. What do you think? Will someone eventually break this record? As we kick things off, you'll notice our hero heading straight towards the J8 position. Now, this isn't some fancy, aggressive YOLO move. It's a calculated play. The FV4005 doesn't rush. It lurks. Meanwhile, take a look at how the team's spreading out. It's like someone actually organized a formation in random battles, shocking right. Heavy tanks are setting up to the north mediums flanking the zero line, and here we are cozying up near the forest edge. This kind of balanced formation gives us breathing room. And let's be honest, in a tank destroyer with the armor of wet cardboard, you don't want to be caught in a brawl. Positioning here allows for those cheeky peekaboom shots without exposing yourself too much. Tell me, folks, are you the type who sets up patiently like this, or do you send it straight into the enemy spawn? All right, things are heating up now. The team's making a solid push down the zero line, pressing into enemy territory, while our FV4005 sneaks into the F8 bush line. This is where the magic happens. You see, while the heavies soak up the spotlight, our FV4005 sets up for the grand performance behind the curtains. With allies pushing forward and lighting targets, we get the luxury of raining down 183mm of British disappointment onto unsuspecting foes. It's like being the sniper in an action movie, calm, hidden, and absolutely devastating. But here's a question for you. Do you prefer leading the charge, or do you get more satisfaction landing those sneaky support shots like this? Let me know in the comments. I bet we have some bush wizards watching. Now this is where patience pays off, folks. The allies out on the field are doing a fantastic job lighting up targets, and our FV4005 is just chilling. Not a single enemy knows where that 183mm Doom cannon is hiding. Every time an opponent creeps forward thinking they're safe, bam, a massive chunk of their health vanishes, and they're left wondering what just happened. It's like a magic trick, but instead of a rabbit out of a hat, it's a 1/700 damage slap to the face. And yet we remain unspotted. The art of bush mechanics, my friends. There's a strange satisfaction in dealing massive damage without ever revealing yourself. Have you ever had a game where you're completely invisible yet wrecking the enemy's day? Share your sneaky stories in the chat. I love reading those. Also, can we just appreciate how disciplined this playstyle is? Most FV4005 drivers would have already been back in the garage after attempting a glory shot midfield. But not here. This is methodical destruction, folks. All right, situation update. Our left flank has completely collapsed. Classic randoms, but we've got a firm hold on the right side, nestled deep in the forest. The enemy is now desperate to flush us out, sending spotters to gain vision inside the tree line. But guess what? Every single scout that pokes gets sent back to the garage with a new ventilation hole. It's like a shooting gallery over here. The forest defense is holding strong, but we're far from safe. The enemy still has numbers, and you can feel that pressure mounting. They want this flank, and they want it bad. Here's the tension moment. Should we stay hidden and hope they keep feeding us targets? Or is it time to reposition and prepare for the next push? What would you do? Drop your thoughts below. I'm curious how many of you would play it safe and how many would go hunting. Now things are getting dicey. The enemy realizes their window's closing and starts a relentless push into the forest. On paper, this looks grim. We're down to 5 tanks while they still have 8. But remember, Numbers don't win battles, positioning and firepower do. And well, we've got both. One by one, the enemy vehicles try to breach the tree line, and each attempt ends with that unmistakable FV4005 boom echoing through Murovanka. It's a fireworks show, and the tickets are one way. The enemy's aggression is giving us exactly what we want: clear shots without overexposing. But the tension is real. Every shot counts now. We can't afford a miss. Each hit is a small victory, slowly clawing back the difference in numbers. And when that kill count ticks up, you can feel the momentum shift. This is the kind of fight that makes or breaks a record game. It's high risk, high reward. But tell me, folks, have you ever had those clutch moments where you're down in numbers but manage to flip the script? Share those heroic comebacks in the comments. Let's celebrate those underdog victories together. We're entering the final act now. It's down to a nail-biting 1v4 situation, and our FV4005 is the last line of defense. Talk about pressure, right? But instead of panicking, we're doubling down on position. The enemy knows we're here. They can smell the gunpowder, but they're hesitant. One wrong peek, and it's garage time. One by one, the enemy tanks make their move, and with each shot fired, we edge closer to that 7-kill mark. But there's a twist. One sneaky tank has slipped into our base and started the cap timer. The clock is ticking, 1 minute, 15 seconds left. This is a textbook dilemma. Go for the reset or keep eliminating the threats nearby. What would you prioritize here? Cap reset or secure the flanks? Type your answer in the comments. I want to see how you'd handle this high-pressure decision. And here it is, the grand finale. The last enemy tank dares to challenge us in the forest. It's a quick duel, and unsurprisingly, our FV4005 lands the final devastating blow. That's 13,500 damage and 7 kills secured. But wait, the enemy cap just ticks over to 100%. Yep, it's a heartbreaking defeat, folks. The game ends not with a bang, but with a quiet cap out. Still, what a performance. Sometimes, even in defeat, you pull off games that are legendary. That's World of Tanks for you. Victories come in many forms. So here's a fun question. Would you rather have a game where you set a personal record, but lose, or a mediocre game that ends in victory? Drop your answers below. I'm betting this one will split opinions. And hey, if you enjoyed this epic ride, smash that like button and tell me which tank destroyer you want to see next.